Anyone else find it weird that literally one of the best things that they added in Season 17 is stuck behind a bunch of commendations that nobody wants to do? Hold on to your hats, guys. This is going to get crazy. Hey you beautiful Buccaneers, Falcore here, and today we're diving into one of the most surprising and, dare I say, secretive bits of content to ever sail its way into many seasons. And the funny part? Most players won't even see it. Why? Because it's hidden behind a little bit of mystery solving, a sprinkle of clue hunting, and a whole lot of smugglers. Now, if you've been following my channel, you'll know I've been theorizing about this for weeks. The breadcrumbs were all there, the whispers of the smugglers' network, their mysterious shipments, and that nagging feeling that something or someone was pulling the strings behind the scenes. Well, it turns out the smugglers do have a storyline, and in this latest update, you can finally uncover their backstory and even meet their elusive client. Now, before we go any further, I know some of you will want to discover this all on your own, but for those who either can't be bothered with a clue chase or just want to see it all play out, I'll be walking you through exactly how to unlock it. Don't worry, I'll let you guys know when the big reveal happens so you can avert your eyes and experience it for yourself. Right, so here's what you'll need. First, make sure you've completed all commendations from page 1 and the first line of page 2 in the Adventures at Sea tab, the most important one being the Super Smuggler title. Equip it. Next, you'll need to have purchased and equipped the full smuggler's clothing and smuggler's tattoo. Also, purchase all of the smuggler ship trinkets and the smuggler's wall painting of the ships from the shipwright. Once you're looking like a true smuggler, sail down to Crescent Isle and have a word with Lottie. She'll have a brand new dialogue option that starts you on the journey to meet this mysterious client. Now, this client is hiding out at Wanderer's Refuge, specifically in what used to be Wander's hideout. Head to the tunnel between the island, find this campfire, turn around, and there it is, the cave entrance. Inside, you'll notice a few renovations, the biggest being a large table that you can now interact with, and this is where your smuggler ship trinkets come into play. Remember those smuggler diaries you found? Each one contains clue about specific ships, their names, their routes, and where they sank. You'll need to match those clues to the correct spots on the map. Once you've placed all the trinkets correctly, turn around and hang the painting on the wall. Do that, and the secret door will open, revealing the client waiting within. And this is where those of you who want to see the client for themselves stop watching the video at this point, because what comes next is amazing. There's a full in-game cinematic, and what the client says will absolutely change how you see the smugglers forever. So for those of you still here, turn up the volume, sit back, and enjoy.
Look, friend, you know what us bilge-rats are most skilled at. Well, fleeing a sinking ship when the water rises. The brethren see it. This pirate's life has changed too much. How can we have freedom if we're trapped in an endless battle between a king and a lord? Where is the freedom to choose if the ferryman just brings you back? And what if he decides not to? Ever thought about that? What if the pirate lord cuts a deal so only his loyal followers can return? That's not freedom, don't you see? I need you to have some vision. Davy Jones and the Siren Queen, united in their sorrow, have paid the price for challenging the order of things. Seems like if you think too differently around here and have freedom in your heart, you're cast out. My time in the Sea of the Damned has been illuminating. We discovered that not all the so-called ancients were as pure and good as claimed. A whole swathe of them were imprisoned just for thinking differently, each incarcerated in a different way. The pillars were the locks that held the bodies of those who followed the spider, the enchanting widow, forever entombed, while their minds are held in a special prison of the ancients' making. Flameheart refers to as his oracle. It's an orb of trapped souls. They wanted to use the power of the Sea of the Damned, here, in the Sea of Thieves. And for that, they were banished. We're the same, us and them. Exiled and shunned just for daring to want something different from the ruling elite. No matter whether it's Flameheart or the Pirate Lord, they both want the same thing. But not us. They call us the Dark Brethren, but we're the true pirates around here. For what Flameheart does not know is that the army of the Banished lies elsewhere. Flameheart thinks he's got the key to the wisdom of the ancients. He's sorely mistaken. Pretty soon he'll find that out for himself. His orb might well be whispering to him. But is everything it says true? I'll tell you the truth, though. Through the power of these banished, dark ancients, we will bring about a new Sea of Thieves. No rulers, no rules, no edicts, no lords or kings. Freedom, a fresh sea wind, and digging into secrets, finding answers to the question of why. Why? Come back and see me again, smuggler. The Dark Brethren will have more work for you.
So, it turns out the smugglers, whether they realize it or not, have been working for the Dark Brethren. The Brethren are quietly gaining a foothold in the Sea of Thieves, using the smugglers as their network of contacts. And with Duke hinting that we should speak to him again soon, it feels like this could go one of two ways. Either the Dark Brethren are about to arrive as a full-fledged faction, or the smugglers themselves will become one, with Duke at the helm and the Brethren pulling the strings behind the scenes. Honestly, this is one of the most exciting developments we've seen in the game in a long time. It shows that Rare are still deeply committed to weaving rich, evolving stories into Sea of Thieves. Now, the only negative I can give this is some of the stuff he says does not really correlate with the lore in place. Duke makes out that Davy Jones and the Siren Queen were just nice people doing nice things, and that clearly was not the case. But then again, you could say that he was coerced to think this way by them both. There's many ways that you could make this correlate with the lore. Wanda, for example, could have bent and skewed his views, or Duke could have just lost his mind in the very long time he spent in the Sea of the Damned. It would have been nice for him to explain this a little bit more in his time in the Sea of the Damned, and help conjoin these things together to make them make a little more sense, but for the most part, what he says is still very cool. Either way, it's just feedback more than anything. Anyway, more on this in a future video. I'll also be discussing all of this in tomorrow's stream, alongside a massive amount of giveaways, including Gilded Phoenix ship sets, Gilded Phoenix crests, and Gilded Phoenix weapon sets. Follow me on Twitch so you don't miss out, and all links are down below and also in the pinned comments. But if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, maybe drop a sub, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Happy sailing.